Hello everyone, my name is Linda Breedlove and I'm the author of the book Embrace the Change, Be a Rebel on Purpose. Today for my podcast, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Linda Breedlove. I was born prematurely on a hot summer day in August in a little town on the south coast of British Columbia. I was born with a tiny heart defect, but I was strong, even being born a month before I was due. I was a fighter back then, and I survived my early birth with belligerence. Apparently, I was extremely demanding. I guess I became a rebel very early in my life. I preferred my own set of rules instead of my parents' rules. Powell River, where I was born, is a very picturesque community with the ocean at its doorstep and the mountains and many lakes as its backdrop. It's a quiet, close-knit town where nearly everyone owns a boat. Fishing and scuba diving are extremely popular. I grew up a tomboy, spending many hours with my dad fishing and scuba diving. He taught me to scuba dive when I was 12 years old, and fishing was just a natural thing to do, living that close to the Pacific Ocean. I was very lucky to be born in one of the most beautiful places in Canada. I was also lucky to be born the eldest in a family of 4 children. I learned responsibility very early in life, with having 3 siblings younger than me. My responsibilities included looking after my siblings while my parents were at work. I would make sure they got home from school and make sure they did their homework before they went out to play. I would then make sure dinner was ready for when my parents came home. I was a happy girl. I read a lot in my free time, and I loved to write poetry and short stories as well as keep my siblings occupied with telling them fantastical stories of traveling around the world on a magic carpet. I used to read the encyclopedia so that I became familiar with the geography of the world, so that I could actually relate stories to them about actual places that we would visit. My stories included flying on a magic carpet over the oceans and the deserts of the world, the Eiffel Tower in Paris, the monumental pyramids of Egypt on the great continent of Africa, where we would watch the elephants and giraffes roam freely. I was lucky enough to be born during a time when families sat down at the dinner table together as often as possible. I was lucky enough to have been born during a time of peace. I am thankful for having parents that loved me. I am thankful for being born during a time when children played outside every day and walked to and from school every day, even in the rain and snow. I am thankful that I was born during a time when neighbors looked out for their neighbors. I'm thankful that my parents gave me love instead of a lot of things. Presents were often homemade. I'm thankful for all of it. My wish for today is that everyone in this world find peace and happiness. I wish for the world to heal. I wish for my neighbors to the south of us to find their peace and contentment within their country again. I wish for everyone to get along. I wish that everyone finds it in their hearts to be thankful for what they do and what they have in their lives, and to keep working diligently towards their dreams and goals. I wish for everyone to find someone to love and to be loved back. I wish for everyone to find gratitude for all that they do have. I wish everyone to find it in their hearts to do good every day. Learn to pay it forward. Do many good deeds for your fellow human. Show the world that peace and joy is possible for every one of us. May all the desires of your heart be granted. May we all find it in our hearts to begin again with love. Count your blessings every day. Live with grace and gratitude. Believe that what you desire will happen, and it will. Believe in love. Believe in yourself always, and be thankful. Thank you, everyone, and have a fabulous day. change, be a rebel on purpose. Are you ready to shift into high gear? Are you ready to make the changes that you have been wanting to make? Are you ready to make the changes in your ability to motivate yourself to make the decisions you need for your transformation? Transforming yourself is not an easy task. Discovering things about yourself that you do not like is quite difficult. I have been asked these next questions many times. Did you just wake up one day and decide that you wanted to transform yourself? And how do you make positive changes in yourself? And this one, how do you keep those changes and not fall back into the same old routines? The answer to the first question is yes, I did just wake up one day and make the decision to change. I did not know how at the time, but I knew that I had to, for my own health, my own self-esteem, my own confidence, and my peace of mind. I was not happy with what and who I had become. I had lost myself somewhere in between having children and them leaving home. So I actually made the decision to change one morning when I awoke at 4 a.m. and I consciously made the decision to act on that desire right then and there. I decided that I was going to do everything in my power to be the person that I decided to be, the person that I knew I really was deep in my heart. The transformation did not happen all at once or even right away, but that's okay. I knew it was going to take me a long time to get to those changes that I truly desired. I first had to search deep within myself to find what it was that I wanted to change. I had to be completely honest and completely critical with everything that I was not happy with in myself. This exercise is probably the most difficult because who wants to know all our own faults and defects? But being completely honest with yourself is absolutely necessary before you will be able to continue with the changes that you desire. I knew what it was that I wanted to change in myself. I knew I needed to get healthier. I knew I needed to lose weight. I knew I wanted to be happier and more content with my life. I so wanted a more positive outlook on my life. I figured out that I needed to be more grateful for what I did have. After lots of soul searching, you do finally figure out that you cannot change everything, and then you realize that you don't have to. You realize that you cannot change the people around you, only yourself. You figure that out, that you can only change yourself. You can change your own attitude, and you can change your own reactions to life. You figure out that learning to love yourself again is the first and most important step. You realize that there are things within yourself that you really do love. And when you realize this, you will discover that there are things that you can change and things that you deserve to change to become the person you wish to become. Just remember that any changes you make must be with yourself and only with yourself. The changes that you wish to make to yourself must become almost an obsession, because all of us become so darn comfortable with who we are and where we are, and we strongly resist the urge to make those changes. First, you must list the changes that you desire. Once you record them in your journal, they become real. And you know what the best part is? You get to decide what changes you want to make. You can set goals for becoming happier. You can set goals to become healthier. You can set goals to become more confident in yourself. It really is all up to you. Just make the decision and put action behind that decision. And recording those goals is so important because you will be able to read what you have recorded, and that will remind you every day to keep making those changes you desire. And it will remind yourself what the reasons are why you wish to make these changes. You can make your goals as ambitious as you want. You can work hard every single day to attain them. You really should wake up each morning, read your goals over and over. They will eventually become part of your life. And this next step was very important to me. My next step, I simply wrote in my journal, was be ready to kick ass every day. Don't fall prey to the I can't do it syndrome. Focus on the reasons for the changes you want. Continue repeating each morning the reasons why you desire these changes. Remind yourself that you have the ability and the capabilities to affect whatever change you desire in yourself. And then set those goals and slam them. Remember, you will only get back what energies you put into your desires. Strive each day for progress. And even a little progress each day is better than none. Become so determined that all you think about is making those changes that you desire. Become obsessed with those changes. Become obsessed with the person that you desire to be. Studies have shown that it is common for women to lose self-esteem and confidence in themselves as they age. Studies done on women over the age of 50 say that 75% of us are not happy with our lives, our body image, and our attitudes. That figure is actually astonishing. Remember that you have always been beautiful and intelligent. You just somehow lost a little bit of yourself over the years. It's time now to regain that and take control of your life again. It's time to become happier. It's time to become healthier. It's time to become more confident in yourself. And it's time to feel like you can conquer anything. Obstacles will become stepping stones when you are more confident in yourself again. There are so many procedures and resources available to us nowadays to help us feel more confident in ourselves and to raise our self-esteem again. There are so many non-invasive procedures that will help you keep your skin healthy and fresh looking. And keeping our bodies active is so important to our well-being. And remember, also keep your mind active. The decision is yours to make. You are one decision away from a better, healthier, and happier you. Remember that your fresh start is waiting for you. You just need to desire those changes strongly enough that you are willing to work damn hard to attain them. You'll probably encounter some difficulties along the way, but no one ever said it would be easy. It will, however, be worth every bit of the process. And when you have made that decision to change what you want to change with yourself, you will attract more of what you need to make those changes. And that's what's happened to me. As soon as I made the decision to transform myself, I met many other people who were on the journey to transform themselves as well, or who had already made the changes they desired. And some were in the middle of their transformations. And I'm not here to tell you that transformation is easy, but I can tell you that it will be worth it in the end. Remember though, your desired outcome will happen for you only if you are willing to put the work in to attain it. And then everything will just naturally fall into place when you do what your heart is telling you to do. It's time to live your most epic life. Stop making excuses. Love yourself enough to make those changes you desire. Remember though, you cannot reach what's ahead of you if you don't let go of what's behind you. Be the badass you've been Thank you.